This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And in Rachel Realtors, the hometown real estate team that takes the time to get to know you, your family, your needs, and your dreams. There is no better team to navigate and negotiate the selling and buying process in this hot market. Call or text them today at 847-946-6654. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.
Trojans of Cary-Grove.
Welcome back into the main gym here at Jacobs High School, home of the 2024 Hinkle Holiday Classic. And we have another championship bracket matchup between the Cary-Grove Trojans and the Waubonsie Valley Warriors. I'm Dylan Machashik, and I'll be joined by my dad, Marty Machashik, doing the color.
Dylan, great to be with you here, and I know you guys had a great one before us, you and Coach Hinkle with Barrington. Impressive second half, 67-44 win, and this is an exciting one too. We get to see the defending tournament champions, Waubonsie Valley. They're 9-0, rolling again, one of the best teams in the state. Ranked number 1 in the Daily Herald poll, number 3 by the Sun-Times, number 4 in this Class 4A by the Associated Press. And we're going to get to see one of the best guards in the state, too. Number 12 for Waubonsie, Tyreek Coleman, going to Illinois State. Going to be a great addition for Ryan Peden and his rebuilding what he's got going. And they're doing a great job this year down in Bloomington Normal.
He's not the only star for Waubonsie Valley. Watch out for number 4, Moses Wilson, as well, a 6'5" swingman. I believe going to Eastern Illinois, right? Or he's undecided.
I think he's undecided, but he's definitely a Division I talent. And the big thing with Waubonsie is their pressure, and that's going to be the key for Cary. How can they handle the full court pressure of Waubonsie? They're beating teams by an average of 37 points so far this year. Closest game is 14. So they really can take you out of your game in a hurry. You've got to take care of the basketball. And Adam Bauer not only has a big game, but he's got to stay on the floor and stay out of foul trouble.
That is the 6'6" Adam Bauer, the big man for the Cary-Grove Trojans in the middle. As there is Coleman with it early. Coleman on the drive, the layup no good, but he's fouled immediately. That will be on Cary's number 20.
Fouls on Trojan number 20.
Ryan Boutwell.
His first team.
And we'll introduce the starters while we wait here.
Coleman
number 2, A.J. Barrett. Number 11, Landon Nawrocki. And number 20, Ryan Boutwell for Cary-Grove, alongside the big man Adam Bauer and number 24, Justice Herman. All were pretty key players for Cary in last year's Hinkle Holiday Classic.
Yeah, and they've got a nice team, and a big group of juniors that are actually big contributors. They've got some good depth. So we'll see right here. Here comes the pressure. We'll see how Cary can handle it.
Tyreek Coleman knocked down both free throws. Moses Wilson at the top of that press. Very lanky up there. Bauer will get it down low and get the layup to go. And will be knotted up at 2 right away. So Cary does a good job with the pressure on their first possession.
Real nice job. And the thing with Bauer is Bauer, 6'7", but he's a very athletic kid. He can step out and shoot the three. He can score inside, take the ball to the rack. Again, he's got to stay out of foul trouble. Picked up a couple early ones and missed a lot of first half action the other day in the tournament opener.
As he tips that one away without drawing a foul. Number 3, Cade Villek. Number 4, Moses Wilson, as we mentioned before. Josh Tinney, number 10, a guard. Makes the pass to Tyree Coleman there on the layup, just as I was saying his name.
Great inbound play there, great sideline out of bounds play to start, to start things there too.
And number 22, Chris Poricoso, round out the Waubonsie Valley Warriors. As that was almost thrown away, saved by A.J. Barrett. We saw him in last year's tournament. He's a nice low player. Justice Herman gets it down low and is fouled. The foul will be on number 4, Moses Wilson. They say he reached in. And that could be a key for Cary, getting one of Waubonsie's 2 really big players in foul trouble early.
That would definitely help them, especially with Bauer inside.
Bauer within the corner will kick it back to Herman. He'll swing it to Nawrocki. Nawrocki to Barron, almost taken away by Coleman. Got to be careful with this trapping defense of Waubonsie as Wilson will take it away from Nawrocki. Gives to Coleman, who will lay it in on the other end. A 6-2 lead for the Warriors here with 6:30 left to go in the opening frame.
Coleman all 6, and that shows you cannot relax with the ball for a second against these guys.
Boutwell's floater is off the mark. Bauer rebounds it. He'll step through and go up with it. He'll be fouled by Poricoso. So Adam Bauer will go to the line and shoot 2.
And Bauer has really improved a tremendous amount this year. Our friend from the Northwest Herald, Joe Aguilar, just did a great feature story on him and his twin brother, Brody Bauer. And, Adam has really stepped up, improved his game. Coach Adam McLeod said he's really pushed him hard because he believes there's still a lot more in his game that he can bring to the table.
Bauer missed the first one there.
And correction on that, it's Brady Bauer, not Brody.
Bauer's second foul shot is up and it rolls in. Cuts the lead to 3 for the Waubonsie Valley Warriors. Coleman will dribble it up the court. He'll give off to Villek. Villek dribbling it around, being pressured by Bauer now. Has to pick it up and give to Coleman, and Coleman went over the line. It will be over and back. So a sloppy possession there from Waubonsie Valley, a little out of character.
But I will tell you, one of the things I like from Cary, and they've said from the start they're going to be an aggressive man-to-man team all year, and they're not backing down. They're coming out, they're playing them aggressively, they're getting up in them with the man-to-man. They're not holding back or tentative in any way. So it's great to see that. That's going to give them some confidence here.
Nawrocki had a decent look, pass it up, give it to Herman. Burnt with it up top, he'll give back to Herman. Coleman up top of this pressure now. Herman with it, he'll give to Bauer in the corner, he'll give it right back. Nawrocki with Coleman all on him. Barrett. Nawrocki. Cary really hasn't taken many dribbles here. Barrett will kick it out to Herman. Herman, a couple dribbles will give down to Nawrocki. Nawrocki on the drive, the layup, no good. Good defense by Villek. Nawrocki saves it though. Knocked away by Tinney and then knocked away by Barrett. Moses Wilson will slam it home and one. Whoa! Moses Wilson picking it up in the front court, taking about 2 steps. Slamming it home for the M1.
Well, that's what's the scary part with Waubonsie is how quickly they can take a turnover and turn it into 2 or 3 points just like that.
His free throw is good, my goodness. I don't know if Cary has ever seen something like that this year.
My guess would be not.
Herman finds an open Bauer. Bauer to the hoop. Can't get the layup to go. There'll be a blocking foul on Cade Villek. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Cary really trying to hang in this one, not let it get away early, because it very well could. get away from them very quickly.
Well, and that's where they really have to stay disciplined. They've got to take care of the basketball. You know, they did a great job there finding Bauer in a position where he can score, and they're going to have to keep doing that. The live ball turnovers, that's what Waubonsie just thrives on. That's what they just kill teams on.
Bauer made the first of the two, but Cary finds a way to get the offensive board there. It was Ryan Boutwell with the offensive rebound as Barron almost threw it away. Taken back by now Rocky, and he makes another dangerous pass, but there was a foul on the floor. So Cary will get an opportunity to get a little baseline out of bounds, inbounds play.
Chris Portocoso, his second team.
Barron will inbound for the Trojans. He'll give it to a wide open Adam Bauer in the corner who can't get the three to fall. Rebounded by Valek. Here come the Warriors. Coleman will push it ahead. Swing pass over to Portocoso, and the three is good. A wonderful pass by Tyree Coleman there.
Really a great find, and Portocoso, sophomore, confident, smooth stroke, looking good, and that kind of stuff that's good. That's why Waubonsie is so tough to beat.
Bauer on the drive. He'll drive it at Portocoso, and he'll be called for a travel. In comes number 32, Tyus Payne. He'll check in for Portocoso. The Warriors already up 8 here with 4:32 left to go in the first quarter.
And the one thing the Waubonsie 3-2 zone is doing a little bit too is Cary is typically a pretty good shooting team from outside, but they just have not been able to get the looks they want. Now it looks like Cary's come out of a little zone 1-2-2.
Coleman thought about the three there, didn't want to take it. No swinging around. Coleman now up top. Whoa, from the volleyball line. It's good. Tyree Coleman showing off the whole bag here. I think he's got 9 now.
The rest of the Missouri Valley Conference is going to be like, oh boy, we're going to have to watch this guy the next few years here.
Barrett with it. An 11-point lead now for the Warriors. Barrett, a chance to trap for Waubonsie. He'll give it to Naraki. Naraki to Herman. Herman back to Naraki. Back to Herman up top. Cary really trying to spread out this zone. Good bounce pass there by Herman, almost lost it. Scoop layup by Ryan Boutwell goes. A nice finish there from Boutwell.
Nice take, and that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to be patient to find those shots against the Waubonsie Valley zone.
Coleman, you give off to Payne. Back to Coleman, who thought about another volleyball line three. Tinney with it in the corner. No look pass out to Payne. He won't take it. Bounce pass to Valek. Valek gets the layup to fall. And the lead is back up to 11 for the Warriors. Boutwell over to Herman. Skip pass is taken away by Valek. Valek gives to Wilson. Lob pass back to Valek, and it's good. Timeout. Cary-Grove, 30-second timeout, and a 13-point lead
and
for Waubonsie.
That's the kind of stuff you can't do against them. You can't make that long pass because these are athletic, long kids. And Valek, not only really good here, basketball, but the kid's a great soccer defender at his size, 6'7". He's going to play Division II soccer at Alabama Huntsville. And on top of that, when he was in his spare time, he was the punter and kicker for the football team that went to the playoffs. So obviously a phenomenal athlete in a group of them. And again, those are the things you can't try and get too sped up against these guys.
We'll show you that Moses Wilson dunk from earlier. Just tipped around, he picks it up, one dribble, and boom. Looking like Giannis Antetokounmpo there.
Yeah.
A.J. Barrett with it. He'll give over to number 4, Dylan Donnelly, who recently checked in for Cary-Grove. And there's Bauer on the take, and it'll be a blocking foul on Payne. Bauer will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. I don't think Waubonsie Valley head coach Adam Schweitzer is very happy with that call.
Yeah, it's a tough call, 50-50 call there. And I think, but again, when they get into their offense and they can find things like Bauer, they're in good shape. The big challenge for them is getting into the offense.
Bauer's first was good, and his second is also good. Number 21, Brady Elbert, also in the game for Cary-Grove. And number 2, Donovan Neal, has checked in for Waubonsie Valley. Moses Wilson gets it taken away. Brady Elbert dives on the ground. Wilson gets it back. Payne will try his luck from deep and hits it. 14-point lead for the Warriors now. It almost feels like they haven't missed a shot yet, to be honest.
Well, that's because they haven't. Including 3 threes.
Barrett from way deep. No good. Wow. Rebounded by Wilson. Here comes Tyreek Coleman. Tyreek Coleman, quick in and out move. Kicks it out. Neal.
Yep,
there's the first miss. I guess so. Deep pass down to Bauer, and he gets the layup to fall. He wanted the foul there as Villette kind of ran into him. He won't get it. Coleman, nifty dribble moves. Kicks out Payne from deep. Rims out. So after I say it, Waubonsie Valley has missed 2 threes in a row. Not by much, though.
No, they were good shots, too.
Elbert with it. He'll kick it out to Herman.
Yeah, Waubonsie had hit their first 8 shots.
Waubonsie's still feeling hot. As Dumelli pull-up mid-range shot. The lefty can't get it to fall. And they'll say that was off of Tyreek Coleman, and it will remain Trojan basketball. As Josh Tinney will come back in and replace Tyus Payne for the Warriors. A 22-10 lead here for Waubonsie Valley with 1:02 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Dumel's a nice player for Cary too. He can slash to the basket. Good 3-point shooter also, so a good mix offensively that he gives the Trojans.
Herman will give it to Burnt. Cary really looking for a good look here. Dumel will take the pull-up 3. Rims out. Had a good look at that one. Couldn't get it to fall. Coleman swings. Kicked out Wilson. Back to Coleman. Thought about it. Oh, nifty crossover move. Bumped. Went up and couldn't get it to go, but I believe it will be a shooting foul as he ran into Ryan Albert pretty hard there. Or Brady Albert. Excuse me, Ryan Albert, his older brother who we saw here last year.
That's right, yeah. And I don't know that you can do much more defensively there. I mean, he stayed in front of him, he stayed with him, and again, you're going up against one of the best guards in the state.
Coleman's first free throw is long. He missed the first. 25 seconds remaining in this one. A 12-point lead for Waubonsie right now. Cary just trying to hang in this one. Coleman's second free throw rolls around and goes down. The lead is up to 13 for the Warriors. Waubonsie will extend their pressure. Barrett gives it to Herman. He'll try to split the double. He does. Bounce pass to Barrett. He'll split the double as well. Finds Albert down low. He'll kick it out. Under 10 seconds, 5 seconds to go here. They got to get a shot up. Albert looked like he was almost out of bounds.
Yep.
Herman will get the 3 up, and it's long. No good. And so the score will be 23-10 at the end of the first quarter here. All Waubonsie Valley so far, especially on the offensive end.
Well, but again, also generating a lot of that off their defense too. The runouts, the fast breaks in transition, and they can get the ball up. Even a turnover in the backcourt, they can get it back up into the front court so quickly. It's hard, for a opposing defense to recover. Cary, Bauer he's having a great game so far with 8 points. The only problem is they're struggling to find offense from someone else besides him right now.
Like to remind you that this Hinkle Holiday Classic action is sponsored by the Bear Family McDonald's, our season sponsor, locally owned and operated since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today.
In Cary, Cary's 8-3. They're having a really, really nice season so far. They were 15-16 last year. Coach McLeod, I know in the preseason previews said he really liked this group. They lost a game in overtime to McHenry, which is 8-1, leading the Fox Valley Conference, and had a great chance to win it at the end. Other losses were to Huntley and Hampshire. So, they've played some pretty good people, and you can tell they're gonna be a tough team, in the Fox Valley Conference this year.
Donovan Neal back in for the Warriors to start this second quarter. Cary will start with the basketball here as we wait for play to resume. Hermanda inbound. And immediately Waubonsie Valley looking for the trap. They get it on Barrett. He gets rid of it though. Nice passing by the Trojans, and Bauer gets the layup to go. He looked like he wanted to dunk it right there before Waubonsie was able to get back on defense.
Well, he can, but I think he's there. All right, we got to get the two. But, nice recovery there out of what could have been a disaster, the way they scrambled up on him with the, threw the trap at him, the jump and run defense. And Bauer now with 10.
Coleman thought about it, gives it off. Tenney back to Coleman. He'll give to Neal. Back to Coleman. Coleman, dribble drive. He'll pull it out. And he'll slow it down now to Neal. Skip pass to Tenney. Back out to Coleman. Coleman will fake the shot. The drive. The kick to the dish off to Wilson, who slams it home. My goodness, these two are just fun to watch.
Well, how did he find him? I mean, through that little, it was the little threading the needle there. There didn't seem like there was any space there at all to make that pass.
Wilson, who's only 6'5", really looks like he's 6'10" almost out there.
He's got,
the way he plays.
He's got some big-time hops.
Barrett with it. Gives it. Now Elber with it down low. Barrett thought about it. Had an open look. He didn't take it and gave it to Herman. That might be the best look they get all possession. Now he'll shoot the floater and misses it. Rebounded by Villette. Wow. A.J. Barrett had a wide open look and decided not to take it.
And I think that's the thing. They've got to take those looks. I mean, you can't be too tentative. You want to have some patience, but you also need to take your open looks, the shots that you typically take.
Tenney thought about it, drives. Kind of a 180 layup, and he's fouled, so he'll go to the line and shoot two. 13-point lead for Waubonsie still. 6:02 to go in the second quarter.
Tinney, another good athlete, also was a football player for Waubonsie.
Checking into the game for the
As
Warriors.
three new subs check in for the Trojans, Adam Bauer and Justice Herman, as well as Brady Elbert, will go out, as well as a new guy for Waubonsie Valley, Cade Villette, being replaced by Tate Bartson. His first action of the game for the Warriors. Both free throws were knocked down, so it's now a 15-point lead for the Warriors. Dumelli gets it kicked away by Neal.
Yeah, this is where you got to be careful if you're Cary. You want to, you'd like to try and get it somewhere around 10, maybe if you can even get it into single digits by halftime, but you don't want this one to get away. And this is what Waubonsie does to people. And if you were at the tournament last year, you saw it. They beat everybody by an average of 32 points here. And it's something they can do to teams in a hurry.
Dumelli back to Barrett. Down low to 14, that is Brady Bauer. Barrett kicks out Dumelli for three. Short, rebounded by Coleman. Coleman will lead the break. Dish off back to Coleman. He misses the lefty layup, and it'll be a foul. So a shooting foul on that one. Kind of a late whistle.
Yeah, it was a little bit of late there, and the other thing here, the challenge for Cary is now you've got Adam Bauer out. I mean, he's got to take a little bit of a rest, and again, to keep that, to hang close.
Coleman's first is no good. Number 32, Tyus Payne, back in the game for Waubonsie Valley. He'll replace Moses Wilson. Coleman's second shot is also no good. He misses both. Uncharacteristic from the Illinois State commit. Now Rocky with it. Almost gets it taken away there on the pass. Barrett guarded by Neal now. Now Rocky. Back to Barrett. Barrett dribbling around now. Being pressured out there by Tinney. Gets it down low to Bauer. Bauer almost has it taken away. And the errant pass will go to Waubonsie Valley. Bauer clearly got sped up there.
Yeah, it's just so hard to get the looks you want against this defense. You know, it's just such a, again, especially for a team that really relies on the three-point shot. And, you know, it seems like all their looks have been rushed.
A.J. Barrett comes out for the Trojans, as well as Dylan Dumelli. Brandon Friend getting his first action for Cary tonight. Number 0. Tyreek Coleman has it now. He'll give off. He'll get it back. Crossover move. Kicks it out. He'll be brought right back to him. Tinney with it now. He'll give to Donovan Neal. Back to Coleman. Back over to Tinney. Tinney will spin. Bounce pass. Couldn't find the target. Believe he was looking for Tyus Payne. Couldn't find him. And so the Trojans will take it back. Moses Wilson will check back into this one, replacing Donovan Neal, as will Adam Bauer and A.J. Barrett for the Trojans.
Yeah, and Adam Bauer and Tyreek Coleman right now leading everybody in scoring with 10 apiece.
Bauer has 10 of the 12 points for Cary. They really need to start getting some other guys going.
Yeah, they really do, and they got to try and find some things, you know, and like you said earlier too, if you've got those open shots, you got to take them.
Barrett trapped in the corner, gets it out to Herman. Herman thought about the pass. Barrett will shoot the three now. No good. Knocked around. Rebounded by Moses Wilson. Gets it to Tyreek Coleman. He'll lead the break. Tyreek Coleman, nifty move. Can't finish the lay-in. Rebounded by Payne, but they'll get him for a travel as he was bumped a little bit and couldn't hold his ground. So Cary will take back possession.
Yeah, and I think one of the things too that was happening with Cary a little bit is because Waubonsie is so long and extended and athletic in the 3-2, they're forcing those three-pointers a little deeper than they're accustomed to taking, a little deeper off the line than they want to take.
Barrett spinning around, gets it taken away. Here's Moses Wilson with it. He'll kick it out, and now he'll get it back. Tinney with it on the left wing. Tinney drives. Tinney gets it knocked away, and it'll be a shooting foul. We'll have to see who it was on. It was on Justice Herman. Number 24. Tinney will go to the line and shoot 2.
Tinney at the line, 2 shots.
Tinney's first is good.
Checking into the game for the Warriors, number 3, Cade Valley.
And you look at it here, you know, Waubonsie hasn't scored for about 2.5 minutes. But, you know, Cary hasn't scored for almost 4, so their defense has really, you know, done the job, especially in the half court. They've really done a nice job, too.
Tinney missed the second. A 16-point lead now for Waubonsie. Under 3:30 to go in this half, as it's an errant pass, and it will be Waubonsie basketball. Burnt couldn't handle the high pass from now Rocky. It will be Waubonsie basketball with a chance to extend their 16-point lead. Coleman will bring it up. Tyreek Coleman kind of started to go cold here in the second quarter. Missed some layups and some free throws. He has it now. Loses the handle, and Payne will get it back for them.
Yeah, they've really been a little, you know, it seems like a little out of sorts offensively here in the second quarter, but the defense has really kept them where they need to be.
Tinney, a deep three, no good. Rebounded by Bauer, Brady Bauer, that is. And he was fouled.
Fouls on Warrior, number 32, Payne.
By Tyus Payne. So Donovan Neal will replace him.
Warriors, number 2.
Brady Bauer will come out. And Brady Elbert will replace him.
Because I'm sure if you were Coach McLeod and you said, hey, you've held them to 5 points here, for the first almost 5+ minutes of the second quarter, you'd be pretty happy with that. I mean, that's, and they've done a nice job. They just unfortunately haven't been able to get the looks and get the finishes they need at the rim.
Adam Bauer on the drive. Couldn't get the layup to go, but he was fouled, so he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Foul is on Warrior number 3, Valley. His second, team second. Bauer at the line.
Head coach Andrew Schweitzer clearly not happy with the Waubonsie defense.
No,
down low.
and I think some of that goes to, again, what they, more so than the score and where they're at in control, what the expectations are for this team and what they are hoping to accomplish, which is to get the champagne. That's something that they really believe, and they certainly have that, reasonable. It's a reasonable aspiration for them.
Bauer made the first, missed the second, but Cary was able to retain possession on the offensive rebound. And A.J. Barrett has it up top for the Trojans. Now Rocky with it. Gives it to Elbert, who will kick it to Barrett. Barrett on the baseline drive. Swing pass out to Herman. He'll give it to Barrett in the corner. Bounce pass down low. Bauer on the step through. Gets it to go over Valek. Adam Bauer, I believe up to what, 13 points
13
now.
to their 15, yeah. And again, if they can get it to around 10, you go into halftime feeling pretty good about where you're at.
Neal almost stepped out of bounds. Coach Adam McLeod certainly wanted them to call it. Now Neal will get an open look from 3. No good, rebounded by Barrett. Barrett being pressured by Coleman does a good job with the pressure and is able to get it off to Nauraki. Bauer, back to Nauraki. Elbert with it around the free throw line. Lob pass to Bauer and it hit the net. So Bauer was not able to handle it, and it will be Trojan basketball. And in comes Ryan Boutwell. He'll replace Herman.
Yeah, tough break there because that was a great scoring opportunity there. Again, chance to get within 11.
Coleman has it for the Warriors. Under 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. A 13-point lead for Waubonsie Valley, 28-15. Certainly looking to extend it. Moses Wilson from deep. Long rebound by Tyree Coleman as he goes down on Brady Elbert, who undercut him a little bit. Coleman got him very high there, very dangerous.
Yeah, tough play. Nothing obviously intentional. Just two guys going up for the ball and looked scary. Fortunately, Coleman, tough kid. He's all right.
It will remain Waubonsie Valley ball as they'll call it on Albert. Coleman has it now up top. He'll give it off to Wilson. He'll give it to Valek. Back to Coleman. Coleman will drive. Coleman, they'll get it for a jump ball.
Jump ball.
He kind of didn't really look like he was going in for anything, almost out of control.
Yeah, a little, again, it seems like they're, again, a little out of sorts here in this second quarter on offense.
Coleman inbound, he gives it to Wilson. Now Valek has it up top. Coleman will get it 45 seconds to go here in this first half. And we'll get another foul on Cary-Grove here. They'll call it on the floor on Adam Bauer.
22, Adam Bauer. His second.
They'll say he's just getting a little too handsy with Coleman, so Coleman will go to the line and shoot free throws as now Waubonsie Valley is in the bonus.
Yeah, and his second foul there, so he's got to be really careful. You don't want to pick up that third one here going into halftime. But I think they'll keep him in here since they're going to be on offense. Probably make sure, hey, don't take anything crazy to the basket there.
Bartson replaces Valek for the Warriors. 2 new subs for Cary-Grove as well. Dumelli and Herman both check back in. Barrett to Dumelli. Herman with it. To Elbert in the middle. He'll swing it over to Barrett. Coleman up on him. Bounce pass down to Bauer. Bauer will go to the rim. Little fadeaway shot is good. Nice finish there from Adam Bauer. Soft touch around the rim. 20 seconds to go here in this first half. A 30-17 point lead, 13-point lead for the Warriors. 10 seconds to go. Coleman looking to close throws it out. He'll swing it over to Tinney. Tinney with 5. Tinney on the drive. And they'll call a blocking foul. Coach Adam McLeod can't believe it. A late blocking foul.
Fouls on Trojan number 21,
On Brady Albert. His third of the game already in this one. And so it will be Tinney shooting 2 shots for the Warriors. The first one is no good. 13-point lead for the Warriors. 3 seconds to go in this one. Or in this half, excuse me, as the second one is good. Barrett will get up to Bauer. Bauer will shoot from half, and it's no good. He wanted the foul there as there was some contact. He won't get it. And that will end the first half. 31-17 for Waubonsie Valley. But Cary really doing a good job of hanging in there. Just not really able to get anything going offensively against that 1-3-1 pressure from Waubonsie Valley. And it's been Moses Wilson with some dunks on the other end. Tyree Coleman with nifty moves and some nice shots. And during this halftime break, we'll go down to Marty Machashik, who will be interviewing head coach of Waubonsie Valley, Andrew Schweitzer. Marty?
Marty Machashik here with Coach Andrew Schweitzer of Waubonsie Valley. And Andrew, what did you feel, especially defensively, on how you guys played in that first half?
Defensively, I would say it's pretty solid. I guess the 2 things that bothered me the most is giving up those 2 offensive rebounds on those free throws. That's the type of stuff that will get me fired up, which I'll be taking care of in the locker room. Offensively, I thought we came out pretty well, but we're a little passive in the second quarter here. So we got to put the pedal to the metal a little bit more here and attack.
Yeah, I was curious what, it seemed like things got bogged down a little bit, or, in the second quarter, but did you see some things toward the end of the quarter that were a little better there on the offensive end?
I mean, we're definitely moving the ball better and attacking. We just got to take care of the ball and just hit shots. That's what it comes down to.
All right, Andrew, thanks. Congratulations. Yeah, good luck. Thank you.
Baby, we
Welcome back in for some second half action here in the second game of the championship bracket on day 2 of the Hinkle Holiday Classic between Waubonsie Valley and the Cary-Grove Trojans. Before we get started with that, we would like to take this opportunity to thank our proud hospitality room sponsors. Brewhouse 31 in Algonquin, Taylor Street Pizza in Algonquin, as well as Meyer in Algonquin. These companies are responsible for helping feed all our wonderful event workers, referees, and coaches throughout the 4-day tournament here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic.
Well, and the big thing so far is for both teams, their best players have shown up. Tyreek Coleman, he's gotten everything going. He's got 12 points. He's provided the energy, a lot of excitement. And then for Cary, Adam Bauer, 15 points. The only problem is that's 15 of their 17. And they're really struggling to get good looks where they want them on the three-point, from the three-point range against the 3-2 zone.
Cary's certainly going to need to get more people involved as they will start with the basketball here in the second half. The main starters from the beginning of the game in for both squads. Bauer with it now on the baseline. Searching, he'll try to get to Barrett, tipped away by Coleman. He'll get to Barrett, who will knock down the floater. Almost taken away by Coleman, but the Trojans will capitalize on that near miss.
I'd like to see the aggressiveness there. A good aggressive take to the basket and a good finish.
Coleman with it now. To Tenney. Here's Poricoso. Wilson from the corner, yes! Moses Wilson with the three.
And that's the thing. I mean, they're skilled too. They can, they've got the outside shooting, and now here you go. Here comes the pressure.
Had to save it. Coleman kicks out Poricoso from three. In and out. Batted around, and Herman gets the board. Herman taking up with the pressure. Bauer to the rim. Knocks over Poricoso and gets the layup to go. No call there. Clearly, they must have thought it was a flop. It didn't look like much contact down there.
No, and Bauer now is 17. I mean, he is really an impressive player.
Tenney with it. Gets to Coleman. Coleman lob pass. Now Valek with it down low. Taken away by Cary. Herman up to Barrett. Barrett on the break. Oh, and he rushed the layup and couldn't knock it down. He heard the footsteps of Tyreek Coleman and Moses Wilson. Poricoso from the corner for the Warriors. No good. And now Rocky will bring it up for the Trojans. Barrett with a big missed opportunity to cut the lead to 11. Bauer's mid-range shot, no good. And a hustle for the ball, and they'll say it was off of Ryan Boutwell of the Trojans, and it will be Warrior basketball.
Yeah, and you can tell even on that shot, Bauer a little, not quite in rhythm, not quite comfortable as he normally would be. And same with Barrett, you could tell, as you said, you could hear the footsteps coming.
Poricoso, another try from deep. No good, he's been 0 for 3 to start this half. Rebounded by Valecto. Wilson will bang down low, fade, and knock it down. Moses Wilson showing off the whole bag here.
Yeah, Wilson now with 8. It's going to be interesting to see where he ends up because he's got some tremendous skill and size and athletic ability.
Herman will slow it down for the Trojans. Barrett with it now on the wing. He'll get back to Herman. He'll give down low. Boutwell will look around, almost lost it. Now he'll swing to Herman. Bauer in the corner. Poricoso out on him. He'll be trapped, gets it taken away by Tenney and takes a hard fall. Will be a jump ball, which will be Waubonsie Valley basketball. A good trap there by Waubonsie Valley, and that will cause a timeout as head coach Adam McLeod for Cary-Grove will want to talk things over early on in this second half.
And again, it's where you have to be so strong with the basketball against these guys because they're, the quick hands, physical, strong.
And we'd like to take this time out to thank another one of our sponsors. And don't forget that this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's. Proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. 5:05 left to go here in the third quarter.
You know, one of the nice things I will say, and that Cary in their, you know, certainly to their credit, last year the Waubonsie's first 3 games were over well before halftime and before they got to the championship game. And Cary is pushing them here. Cary is making them work, and that's also going to benefit Waubonsie too.
Here's Coleman on the drive, and he'll throw it off the backboard and out of bounds as he picked his dribble up on the baseline. And had to make a tough pass there as he just kind of put himself in a really tough spot.
He did, yeah, and you know, Coach Andrew Schweitzer, when we talked to him at halftime, he was not all that happy about it. He thought they got a little too passive offensively in the second quarter, kind of got out of their game a little bit. And again, you know, still not quite, you know, clicking all the way there either.
Trojans moving the ball around well here as Bauer from the corner, no good. Good contest there by the Waubonsie D. And Coleman will bring it up. Coleman will slow it down as Waubonsie looks to set up a set here. Bolek over to Tenney now. Tenney knocked away by Barrett. Here comes A.J. Barrett to the other end. Pump fakes and gets the layup to go. Good job there by A.J. Barrett to use Coleman's athleticism against him there.
Really nice, super play there. And again, you know, get it, you know, some good, you know, give him some good positive energy there.
Coleman with it now. He'll dribble drive. Gets it taken away by Barrett. Scrap on the floor. We'll have a pushing foul, and it'll be Cary-Grove basketball. Cary-Grove with a little bit of life here late in this third quarter.
And turn the tables a little bit. Waubonsie now four turnovers already here to start the second half. And, you know, they had only had 2 in the first half.
Herman will inbound for the Trojans. Donovan Neal now in for Waubonsie Valley. As well as number 12, Landon Barnett, in for the Trojans. And Dylan Dumelli. Barnett seeing his first action tonight. Herman on the drive, he'll kick out. Dumelli will drive. And they'll go off of Coleman's leg and out of bounds, so it will remain Cary-Grove basketball. 3:40 to go here in the third quarter. A 13-point lead for Waubonsie Valley, 36-23. But Cary starting to show some life here. As Bauer is trapped, he'll dribble out of it. And now there will be a foul called. Again, kind of some late whistles here.
Yeah, I think, you know, but I think some of it, I think, is probably letting them play, see if there's an advantage before they make a call. And I think, you know, and then when they see, you know, something's been taken away, then they're making the call.
Ooh, Barnett, dangerous pass there. It's able to find Barron. And he'll dribble it out. Wilson at the top of that Waubonsie Valley zone, providing plenty of length. Dumelli tried to find it to Mills, taken away by Wilson. Waubonsie Valley will push it up. Wilson on the drive. Wilson is fouled by Bauer. He was going up for what looked like the jam. Kind of tried to transition into a layup, couldn't get the and one bucket to go.
Yeah, he saw in this case the blue sea part of Cary-Grove, and he immediately took it to the hole. And now Bauer, I believe that's his third foul.
That is his third foul, as we'll take a look, another replay at that. As Wilson knocks down the first foul shot.
Checking into the game for the Warriors, number 10, Josh Tipping.
As you can see, he was about to go for the layup, but felt the contact. Yep. Or excuse me, about to go up for the dunk and felt the contact. Missed the layup. But knocks down the free throws, and it's a 15-point lead for Waubonsie Valley after the turnover by the Trojans.
Wilson, all 7 of their points here in the third quarter. He's got 10 now for the game.
Dumelli being pressured by Tenney. Waubonsie Valley looking like they're going man here. Bauer on the Euro step, they'll say he traveled. But Waubonsie looked like they want a little man defense there, at least a matchup zone maybe.
Well, you know, and maybe it's to try and change some things up, you know, and get them, you know, because I know you can tell Coach Schweitzer is just not very happy with how they are playing right now.
Bauer will come out now. Will Replacing him is his brother, Brady Bauer. Tinney with it. Wilson down the middle, kicks out Neal. Neal for three, it's good. Nice find there by Moses Wilson in midair with the pass out to Neal. As now Coleman applying some man pressure, and he takes it away from Barron. It will be a turnover by Cary-Grove and Waubonsie Valley basketball.
Yeah, and this is where how quickly it can kind of get away from you potentially. And, you know, and again, you've got Bauer out with the 3 fouls, and you certainly don't want him picking up another one here on defense, but you also have to realize, hey, we also have to take that risk and not let this one get completely away.
Coleman, Tinney with it now. He'll give it down low to Valek. Valek, swing pass over to Coleman. Coleman thought about the shot. He gives it off to Neal. He'll lob it over to Coleman. Now to Tinney. Tinney will go baseline. Tinney baseline drive, lays it. Can't get it to go. Valek with the follow-up, though, and it's good. And the lead is up to 20 now for Waubonsie Valley, their largest lead of the game. It looks like they might start going on a run here. Barrett on the drive. Barrett tried to get Coleman off him. It's tipped away. And it will be a timeout, a timely timeout by Adam McLeod and the Trojans, as that looked like it was going to be another turnover. And with this timeout, we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express Online Buying Made Simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com.
Well, and again, as we said, Waubonsie, this is what they can do. They can, you know, they can turn a game that's close or a game that's kind of, you know, a team that's hanging around, and they can take it away from them in a hurry. You know, and I think, again, though, that's where, and Coach Schweitzer talked about it at halftime, they really are focused on a lot of little things. He mentioned some, you know, offensive rebounds that they gave up at the end of the half that they have to clean up. And again, a team that, you know, last year they had a great year. They won their first 23 games, 27-3, lost in the sectional semifinals. This year they want to take it that step further. They want to get to Champaign. Right. They believe they can get there and get a state trophy, maybe even play for a state championship. But they're also in a really tough sectional with Bolingbrook, Bennett. I know there's some other you know, some other really good teams there, Downers Grove North, and you know, they are not going to be able to afford to have those little mistakes against those great teams like that.
Right. Barrett will inbound for the Trojans. Adam Bauer back in for Cary-Grove. Coach McLeod probably sensing that this game could get away from them if they don't bring the big fella back in.
Yeah, and you're right, man-to-man, and they've got Valek on Bauer.
Dumelli from Dean. Yes! Big-time shot by Dumelli. And the lead is back down to 17 for the Warriors.
Yeah, and that's their first 3 of the game.
Coleman with it up top. Swings it over to Wilson. Now he'll come back to Coleman. Now he'll swing to the corner. Neal, good look. It's off, rebounded by Albert. Taken away by Wilson. Wilson with the jam! Moses Wilson with the two-hand stuff. And the lead's back up to 19 for Waubonsie Valley.
Well, they also have a great ability to take something that was looked like it was a negative and turn it into a positive in a big hurry.
Barrett for 3 is good. Cary answers. 50 seconds to go here in the third. And that will be a foul on the floor. That'll be on Barrett.
Foul number 2, A.J. Burns. His second, team's second.
Great kick-out pass there by Bauer for that 3, too. Barrett's got 7 now, all in the quarter.
47 seconds left to go. 45-29, Waubonsie Valley. Looked like they've had some opportunities to run away with it, but Cary, with their first 2 threes of the game, has somewhat kept themselves in it. Tinney with it now. Tyus Payne now in the game for the Warriors as well. Coleman back to Tinney. Tinney surveying the court. Tinney will fire from deep.
No.
Air ball. Rebounded by Payne, but he stepped out. Had an opportunity to save it there. as we'll take a look at that Moses Wilson dunk. So you can see he just takes it away from Albert and then just goes up and jams it.
He gets up quick, and he doesn't need a lot of momentum to get there either.
Dumel over to Bauer. Bauer pressured by Payne. 10 seconds to go. Almost loses it. Oh, nice back cut by Albert, and he gets the layup to go over Wilson. 5 seconds now. Coleman gets over half court. 3-ball. Air ball. Clean defense there by Adam Bauer as Coleman wanted a foul, and the lead back down to 14 for Waubonsie Valley, which might seem like a lot, but compared to where it was at, really isn't anything too crazy now.
No, not at all.
We'll take a look at that last three-pointer. Dumel taking really the lid off the basket for Cary there with that first three. Their first three-pointer of the game. As Cary was able to make another after that by Barron. And then the layup at the end there by Albert on the back cut. Some nice movement there from Cary-Grove.
Yeah, they're really, it's good to see that they, when it got to 20, it could have easily gotten to 30 in a hurry. And they dug in. They're not letting that happen. Showing a lot of grit, a lot of toughness here to stay in the game the way they have. In a game where not a lot of things have gone their way necessarily. They haven't allowed any really big runs. I mean, there's been some little runs here and there, but there's been no 20-0 or 15-0 that has just knocked them completely out.
As you could maybe have seen, Chris Poricoso will be out of the rest of this one. He has an ankle injury. He's iced up and on the bench right now. So a missing starter for Waubonsie Valley.
Yeah, and that could be something to watch for. Maybe not so much for tonight, but for Thursday and Friday, the last 2 days of the tournament.
Barron Dumeli fakes a shot. He's hit by Valek in the air. Valek came flying out at Dumel. And so that'll be a foul. And Cary will keep the ball under the hoop. Barron inbound. Gives it to Dumeli. Bauer surveying. Swing pass out to Barron. Barron gets it stripped away by Valek, and here comes Wilson. Wilson with the tomahawk jam. Dylan Dumel made a business decision there to not get in the way of that runaway train.
And a wise one. Wilson now with 11 and a half, 14 for the game, and man, that's the highlight show there.
Bauer down low, and his brother Brady Bauer, lays it in. So a little Bauer to Bauer action to keep the lead at 14 for Waubonsie Valley.
Yeah, you got to love the twin brother, love for each other there.
Wilson for three, long, rebounded by Dumel. Barron over to Dumel. Now he'll give it to Ryan Bauer. Ryan Bauer, another layup, missed it. Rebounded Albert, and he gets it to go. Good hustle by the Trojans, and it's a 12-point game. Timeout, Waubonsie Valley.
30-second timeout.
We'll take another look at that Moses Wilson dunk. See on defense.
Here we go. He looks like he's cranking up, ready for another one.
That might have been after the dunk.
Yeah,
actually.
I think this was that. Yeah.
But there was the layup.
That was a great look, and really showed. I mean, again, you get hammered, literally hammered with the Wilson hammer, one-hand hammer. But then they respond. They come back with a couple of great possessions. They battle on the boards. The Bauer twins. One of the funny things from Joe Aguilar's story was that. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have the replay.
We'll take a look at the dunk for real now. He just gets out in front.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, definitely a wise move by Dumel there. That's not, not the time to step in there and try to take one for the team.
No.
But again, here we are.
Highlight reel.
Yeah, 6:47 left. We got a 12-point game. And again, last year at this time, all three of Waubonsie's games, it was a running clock.
Yeah, right. And even yesterday, or 2 days ago on Saturday, it was a running clock.
Right. So, you know, Cary has really done a nice job of playing tough and hanging around here.
Coleman has it now for Waubonsie. He'll bring it up. Cary bringing some pressure out of the timeout. Wilson with it now. Crossover move. Tinney now on the drive. He'll kick it out, and Coleman will slow it down. McLeod telling his squad to get up and pressure. Coleman with it around the timeline. Here's Tinney in the corner. He'll dribble it up. Knocked away there. Almost saved by Naraki as they were trying to get it to Coleman in the post.
And what I like here from Cary is, again, they're not sitting there thinking, hey, let's try and lose by 10 or 12. No, let's come up and attack them. Let's see if we can, you know, really frazzle them, you know, and maybe get this into single digits. And let's try to win this game.
They almost took it away there. But a layup is good for Velick, as somehow Waubonsie was able to settle it down after another deflection by the Trojans. Albert with it, now to Naraki. Kicks out, taken away by Coleman. Coleman on the drive, he'll lay it in. Thought we might have had a little showtime there, but Coleman decided to be smart and get the lay in.
Still so quick to the basket, and, you know, even a little off balance, and, you know, still looks so smooth.
Albert up ahead, and there's Brady Bauer on the layup. So a nice find there from Brady Albert to Bauer. Wilson, whoa, Wilson. Tried the extended up and under there and was fouled, so he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, we're getting a little more up-tempo here all of a sudden now.
We are indeed 5:34 to go. Waubonsie Valley looking to extend their 14-point lead, 51-37. Wilson's first is good.
Checking into the game for the Trojans, number 2, A.J. Burns, number 4, Dylan Dumel, and number 24, Justice German.
A.J. Burnt, Justice German, and Dylan Dumel come back in for the Trojans.
Yeah, and Cary's gotten a lot of great play from a lot of kids tonight. And again, that depth is really something that's going to help them the rest of this tournament and in the Fox Valley Conference.
Wilson made both, so the lead is now 16 for the Warriors. Barrett gets it back now up top. Him and Herman have just kind of shared the ball, looking for an opening in this zone. Now Dumel kicks it back to Herman. Barrett with it again. Barrett has it up top. Back to Herman. Cary really can't find anything open in this zone other than Barrett and Herman up top.
Yeah, well, Bonzie's really done a nice job of taking Adam Bauer out of the play here in the second half.
Now Albert finds Barrett in the corner. Barrett will dribble it back up, though, as the defense by Coleman has been a little swarming. Now a trap coming. He'll get it out of there. Bauer in the middle. Now Barrett will get a good look from deep. No good. Tipped around. Albert gets his hands in there, but Wilson keeps it. And that'll be a foul on Brady Albert. That'll be Cary's second foul of the quarter. That's Albert's fourth of the game.
And you can see on that one, his shot a little quick in terms of the release, probably a little quicker than you would like against a really active athletic defense.
Wilson gets it into Tinney. Cary will be pressuring, trying to get themselves back into this one, down 16. Coleman on the dribble drive. He's fouled on the floor. That'll be a blocking call as he went baseline there.
Now Coleman, I think he might need an ice bath after this one. He's gotten knocked around pretty good. And of course, hey, Cary, as we know, one of the best football schools in the state.
Yep.
So then they've got a couple of football kids here, so it's that physical play, that's nothing new for them.
Coleman with it now on the wing. 4:15 left to go in this one. A 16-point lead for the Warriors. Coleman gets around the double team. Tries to find Payne down low. It's taken away by Barrett. Barrett gave it off to Dumel. He gets it back, and the floater is good by A.J. Barrett. The lead down to 14 for Waubonsie. Herman applying some pressure. Coleman will dribble through, kicks out. Wilson from the corner, rolls off. Rebounded by Dumel. Dumel will bring it up. He gives to Barron. Barron over to Dumel. Barron. Fadeaway mid-range shot. Would have been a tough shot if he got it to go, but couldn't. Little double team there too on him.
Yeah, he's really given them a nice boost here offensively in the second half.
Coleman can't get the contact finish to go. Barron will rush it ahead. Thought about the three. Herman won't take it. He'll pick it up and it'll be a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And it'll be Waubonsie Valley basketball. Yeah, I think Herman's got to take that first look.
And I think, especially against a team like Waubonsie Athletic, you're probably better off taking the three there because now you're going into traffic against a really athletic, tall defense. You're probably going to have a hard time finishing anyway. And then they're so good with their hands getting in there, like that, forcing the tie up, and now a turnover, and it goes to Waubonsie.
Cary will apply some pressure here. Albert on Wilson. Albert has 4 fouls. He's got to be careful. Now Tinney has it on the wing.
Yeah, I would think you're going to see Waubonsie try to run clock, maybe get some layups here, and other than that, try and see if they can run this one out.
They certainly are sharing it around here. Coleman dribbling through the defense.
Yeah, good luck getting the ball away from him.
We'll probably do Moses Wilson. Velick over to Tinney. Tinney. That'll be a hold.
Foul on Trojan number 2, A.J. Burns.
That was
His
on
third,
Barron.
team
That's
four.
his third. Cary's 4th of the quarter, so one more foul for them. And Waubonsie will be in the bonus. 53-39, Waubonsie Valley with around a little less than 2:30 left. Looks like Cary is going for some sort of box defense here.
Yeah, trying to trap a little
2-on-2.
bit. Yeah, trying to trap out of it a little bit.
Wilson with it down low.
Oh,
He'll spin
boy.
around and jam it on Bauer. Moses Wilson with a little poster action on the big fella, Adam Bauer.
How do you do? I think that was like 4 dunks for him, I think, today.
Yeah, I believe so. Herman to Bauer. Bauer down low to Nauraki. Wilson couldn't take it away. Bauer from deep, short. Seems like Cary's just running out of gas here.
Yeah, and I think Bauer may have run out of gas a little bit too. I mean, he had to do so much, work, especially on the offensive end the first 2+ quarters. And he's done a great job too in terms of finding guys as well here in the second half. Oh, what a play.
Blocked by Payne that was though. Now Rocky with it. Bauer. Bauer gets wrapped up by Payne. They'll call a foul. And so Bauer will go to the line. Or no, it'll be a foul on the floor.
Fouls on Warrior number 32.
And Barron will get another chance to inbound it again.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to fall for that one this time.
Well, he is turned around a little bit. But no, Barron will get into Albert. Albert from 3, air ball. Rebounded Payne, triple team, and a timeout by Waubonsie Valley head coach Andrew Schweitzer.
So we're going to have, barring.
Timeout.
I would say barring, something really crazy here, we're going to have a Waubonsie Barrington first semifinal on Thursday at 6 o'clock, which should be pretty interesting, I think. Barrington is very well coached under Brian Tucker. Finished 3rd in the state a couple years ago. They've got certainly as we've seen, one of the better offensive players in the state in Oliver Gray. Which is going to be interesting to see how he can get his looks against this defense and how Barrington can handle that defense. So it's going to be that's going to be a fun matchup in a couple of days.
With this timeout, we'd like to thank Custom Heating and Cooling. For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes.
Oh, and my apologies. Wilson has 5 dunks. I don't know. They don't keep records for that here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic, but my guess would be that is probably a tournament record.
Waubonsie Valley inbounds it. Coleman with it, being pressured by Brandon Friend, who has came into the game now. It looks like Cary did a whole line switch during the timeout, as now all their starters are sitting, kind of signaling almost the end of this one.
Yeah, but again, you got to really, what an effort by those guys. I mean, again, kept hanging around. It looked like it might get away from them there in the third quarter, and they battled it back to within 12 points. I think you're going to see them in the second half. I think they've got a chance to do well here in the fifth place bracket of the tournament. They're going to face their conference rival Jacobs on Thursday, who they've already beaten once by 3 points. And I think they've got a chance to really do some really good things here in the second half in the Fox Valley, and also next year. This is a big junior-dominated group.
Cade Valek misses the second, so he makes 1 of 2, as Waubonsie subs in 4 new players as well, with 1:10 here to go in this one. 56-39, Waubonsie, a 17-point lead. Andy Wolf, number 34, with it for Cary. He gives off to number 3, Connor Strike, and Brandon Friend can't hang on to that high pass from Strike, so it'll go out of bounds. And it'll go to Waubonsie Valley now, with under a minute remaining in this one.
So Moses Wilson, phenomenal game. He had a game high 18 with 5 dunks, 15 of them in the second half. And then you had Tyreek Coleman, the ISU commit, with 14.
Taken away there by Cary. Good defense there as Brandon Friend gets a lay-in. A 15-point game with 38 seconds to go. Cooper Chappelle is fouled, and so he'll go to the line and shoot 2 free throws here with 33.9 remaining.
Adam Bauer, tremendous game for Cary, finishes with 17. He had 15 in the first half. Carried them at 15 of their 17 points in the first half. And again, just a junior, 6'6". You can see the different skill set he has. He's really got the potential to be really something special here the next year and a half.
He does indeed. Chappelle missed his first free throw. Here comes the second. And that one's long as well. Rebounded by number 11, Nate Calvo, who gives it back out to Chappelle. And he'll be fouled by Connor Strike.
Fouls on Trojan number 3, Connor Strike. His first, team 7. Chapel at the line. 2.
Chapel at the line, shooting 2 again.
One other interesting thing too, I think, with the way the tournament schedule is this year, with the way the Christmas holiday falls, is some years you're playing 4 games in 4 days.
Right.
The way it's this year you played a game Saturday, you get a day off Sunday, you come back Monday. Now you get 2 days off, and then you finish on Thursday and Friday. The way the tournament's set up here, so now you don't get a time. You may shoot around a little bit, and obviously I don't know. Coaches will be looking at film on Christmas Day at some point, but you get those rests, like a guy like maybe with the kid here for Waubonsie who's injured, Percoso, a couple days off. Maybe he can play on Thursday or Friday, and that's one of the benefits that you have with that break.
Very true. There was a foul on that shot there by Waubonsie, so Cary will keep it down 17. That was Landon Barnett, thought about it, gives it back to Strike, knocked away. Friend recovers it, 10 seconds to go in this one. Barnett thought about it again. He'll swing it to Strike. Cary will not get a shot off before the buzzer sounds, and that will end this one. A 17-point victory for Waubonsie, probably a lot closer than they thought it would be.
I think a lot closer than a lot of people thought it would be. And, again, they looked like a couple of times like they might really put this one out of reach, but I really give Cary credit with the guts, the grit that they showed, the way, and they played there, with they stuck with their man-to-man. They, they did the things that they are going to be successful with down the road. And I think for them, there's no moral victories, but you come away, you don't feel too bad about how this one went.
That'll wrap up this one between Cary-Grove and Waubonsie Valley. I will have the post-game interview with our player of the game, Moses Wilson, in a minute. I'll let my dad recap this one.
Yeah, ask Moses about those dunks. He certainly got a lot of practice on them today. So, and again, a big victory for Waubonsie Valley. They are trying to become the third team here as a repeat champion since the Hinkle Holiday Classic went to its current format in 2001. And Jacobs is the other two teams back in 2016-2017 with Camp Krutwig, and then back in 2006-08 with Johnny Moran and the great Jim Hinkle. They won 3 in a row back then. So look forward to these next couple of games. Hopefully you'll stay tuned. Our next one up should be a good one. Crystal Lake South, the number 3 seed, against Naperville North, the number 6 seed. And then you got undefeated Geneva finishing things up tonight against Grace Lake Central. And the great Jeff Myers and the coach, Jim Hinkle, will have all the action for you on these last 2 games. So happy holidays to everybody, and hope you enjoy the rest of the tournament.
Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. Ann and Rachel Realtors, the hometown real estate team that takes the time to get to know you, your family, your needs, and your dreams. There is no better team to navigate and negotiate the selling and buying process in this hot market. Call or text them today at 847-946-6654. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.